Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel to Janken Pomme. Thank you for being here today. Today we are chatting, of course, as the title mentioned, and to me, I think it is a topic that is pretty important to me. Because, of course, as you already know, I really like VTubers, especially Hololive, and as someone who's involved in the gaming industry, I support and enjoy the most of usually indie games, fan games. Hello, hey, hello, Lichi. So yeah, I know out there's a lot of fans that enjoy casually Hololive, and that's just fine. That's totally fine, of course. Like, I have a lot of free time right now. I've said so in the past, but yeah, I want to talk about how to get into Hololive fan games and how to find them, how to support them, all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, but first, how are you today? How are you, Lichi? You good? Doing good over there? I assume you're just chilling at this time. If you do hear some eating sound, I haven't finished breakfast yet. Sorry about that. Try to be discreet. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I can understand. You know, sometimes even your favorite game, you're just not into them. So, need a little break. Hey, Epoch, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Oh my God, I just said that because I've been an English teacher in Japan for too long. I'm not unhappy to go back into gaming. I have reflexes where I go, hello, nice to meet you. Because being an English teacher, and I kid you not, this is the kind of stuff the kind of stuff you say on repeat. Your brain is not even thinking anymore. It's just doing. Same thing, I guess, that can be applied with like playing your favorite game, right? You just play and you're not even thinking. You're just like doing it, and then you're like, why am I doing it? Anyway, let's not get too much into existential stuff here today. First, before we start, I want to say a big shout out. I will add more links in the description below afterward. But I want to do a big shout out to David Wu from what is the name? Soft Dev Wu, I believe. This is how he calls his enterprise of indie gaming. And yeah, because a lot of what I'm gonna talk about today comes from his initiative, right? From what he's done for the Hololive fan game industry. Hey, Azu, what's up? So yeah, have you guys tried actually Hololive game before? Just before I really go into it, because there's a lot. And yeah, so David Wu has made a couple games, and he made a couple tools to for the people making games and people looking for games. I did reach, and he was like, yeah, go for it, talk about it. We need the words to be out there. So yeah, have you guys played Hololive fan games before? I know I've well, yes, I was about to say I know I've streamed. Yes, you might know that I have streamed some in the past, but I think that as community grows, Hololive 3 years ago was very small. Yeah, HoloCure, it hits. It's the perfect itch. The reason it blew up, there's many reasons, but a lot of people love Vampire. I was about to say Vampire Hunter again. Vampire. Wait, what is the actual name? Oh no, I forgot. Terrible. I have a terrible memory. Vampire Survivors. Yes, that's right. A lot of people love Vampire Survivors to start with. Thank you. And then within the streamer circles. A lot of people stream that, and then you add HoloCure, and you add how can I say? It's not only a copy pasta, right? It had a lot of new stuff for the game. It had the specials, right? We don't have that in Vampire Survivors. It adds collabs. Collabs fits perfectly with Hololive. It's just a perfect balance of everything needed. And this is why this is the kind of game. And there's a lot of game out there that you might not even know that, like, wow, these guys are not earning direct money for this, but you can support them. Hence why I want to also talk about this. Yeah, HoloCure, amazing game. Like, if you haven't tried it and you like the genre, Toho genre or Vampire Survivor genre, like, even if you're not into Hololive, I think just by itself is a great game. But if you are, there's so many things going for itself. Yeah, I did add it to the thumbnail because I was like, we cannot talk about fan games and not mentioning it. And one of the reason I think that slowly but surely, and don't get me wrong, there's been having Hololive Fan Games for a while now, that you'll see soon enough about that. Give me a second. Okay. You can find a lot of them, and there's a lot of quality game, and as the community grows, it means that the people that create stuff for the community, also the quality grows. And Hololive, we've already have a lot of amazing artists doing fan art. There's so many fan arts that you can find out there, but the video game, I think, needs even more push because there's a lot of work going on these projects. And yeah, so enough talking just randomly about that. I know you guys seems to be a bit aware, but let's push it a bit forward. Maybe things that you do not know. So to do that, we're gonna go to my screen room. Let me move things around. Over here. Here we are. Amazing. Works, and it's already there. It's already. I don't need to open my my projector. Cool. What is this website? Well, I will link it in the description after the stream. But this is softdevwoo.dev at /hologames. Basically, this is a library of, and then if David, you are watching this and can confirm in some sort of way, it seems to be every single fan game for Hololive. And there's a lot. I don't know if you noticed the number here, but there's 21 pages. There's 21 pages. The first game came out like on the list, maybe there was even more, like about a year or so ago. Within a year, 21 pages of games has been released. Some has released. Some, as you can see, there's a lot of status on the games. Some are demos, some are in progress. There's a lot of stuff, all right? And some of them are not even in there yet because they're just in the conceptual part of game making. So with this, what is amazing is that what David did, and like really kudos, like this, for someone who loves indie game and love Hololive, this website is just like the best thing. Like my praise to you, sir. And you have a lot going on, and you can just click on a game. Usually there's a game review, platforms, who's the main characters or characters in the game, and the type of game, and the link. Most of the games, and if you're not aware of this website, well, let me tell you about it, because if you are into indie games and fan games and you want to support people, you have the itch.io. Yeah, itch.io is a platform for indie dev, fan games, that kind of stuff. that I believe is not doesn't take cuts, or if they do it like very, very minimally compared to all the bigger platform. So you can support directly the dev there, which is amazing. I also see there's a lot of option there if you just like want to find games by random. Yeah, great work. And there's so many. And the good thing is that a lot of these games, because they are how can I say, they are games that are web developed most of the time, you will have a web version. So if you just want to try, like for example, I did cover Delivering Hope in a previous stream. So yeah, you just go on David page here on itch.io, and yeah, you have the game right there. And let's say you don't know if you're gonna like the game, right? You're just like, I just want to try a game today. I don't know what to play. Like I don't feel like playing Monster Hunter or any kind of game, and I'm like, let's try some games that some indie dev work hard on. And then you just like, oh, if I run this though, I'm gonna be in trouble because the music get flagged. But yeah, you just run game from your browser. You try the game, and if you're like, not for me, cool, move to the next, go back, try another game. You can just try games like that. Hello, Hash. Nice to meet you. Hello. Now, this time around, Apok, it is a real nice to meet you. I'm not sure if I've seen you around, Hash. Welcome. Today we're talking about Hololive games, and especially fan games. Yeah, so you can just find your games like that. And there's so many games that you can find on this website. And you can just try them right off the bat most of the time. And most of those devs, to be honest, hey, it's Silver. What's up, my dude? I don't remember you hanging around. Hello. I do remember, since you're here, when HoloCure came out on the Oshiomi server, I sent a message like, hey, so how's that game? And I believe you were like, man, it might be better than Vampire Survivors. And I was like, what? And then everyone just became crazy about it afterward, for good reasons. This is an amazing game. Yeah. So there's so many choices. And then what's the greatest thing? All right, let's go on, I don't know, Nibulanding. I wanted to play this game actually, but I haven't. There's so many games to be played in life. Yeah, the greatest thing here is that these games, right? Yes, yeah. I could go into this. Like for a long time, but I have for also many reasons a preference to HoloCure than Vampire Survivor. To be honest, I do not think I will go back. I've played like 40 hours at Vampire Survivor, and I do not think that I will go back, especially because there's going to be more update on HoloCure. It's just that good. And the thing is that, yes, these games, you know, they do say that they create these contents without being monetized, right? Because they do not own all the property. But the thing is no, don't worry. I like interaction. I love interaction. If you have more to say about HoloCure, shoot, no problem. We're here to chat, right? It's a just chatting stream, so we're chatting. Yeah, so the thing is that is amazing is I think it's when you press download. Or maybe I have to be logged in. Anyway, I wanted to show you something more concrete here. I don't have a login actually to itch.io. Yes. The games that I have in the thumbnail, you can find the links in the description. And afterward, I will link the website that David made, and the website being softdevwoo.dev/hologames. I wanted to talk about it first before adding it into the description, but definitely you will be able to find. I'll actually put a lot more stuff in the description after the stream. But yeah, so many good game. This one I haven't tried, like I said. I believe that usually when you download, now this game doesn't have a download button. Let's find a one that have one. Let's go. And I'm pretty sure that David has it on his game. When you download, yes. When you download the game, yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. When you download the game, yeah, the collabs item in HoloCure, like I told you, like I could make a review of what I think of HoloCure and why I think is that successful. It's because the guys working behind that game are like the biggest brain of combining perfectly Hololive and this genre of game together. And yeah, I remember playing and I just couldn't believe it. I remember I was like, I have to stream it right now. I have to stream it the day it came out right now, because this thing is gonna explode, and it did. And I knew it. Like as someone who was work in game dev, I was like, this is gold right here. I'm touching gold. Anyway, let me introduce you to the support options, right? Because these games are fan games, they cannot technically make money, but they work really hard. All right, these guys are devoted, and if you can like give a $5 haha make a super chat, I believe that they deserve all the support for what they're doing. They're gaining, of course, visibility and experience doing these games, but we all know, and we say that about artists, but game devs are just the same. They're not like eating on the daily with praise and exposure, right? So the thing is that you can donate to them. Technically, you're not paying for the game. You can say, no, just take me to the download. But if you want to support them in itch.io, you have that option. And I just want to say that if you love those games and if you play like for a long time, this is usually how I see optional support. Am I spending X number hour? Yes. Was it worth my time? Yes. Would I go to the Combini and grab a lunch for like $10 and just like to enjoy my lunchtime? Yes. Well, why wouldn't I give them like $1, $5, right? It just makes sense. Of course, if you're part of Broke Gang, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But if you can, I believe that this option is amazing. Don't be shy when you think about it. Don't be shy. We love free stuff, but we also love supporting. And don't forget, the more we support this community of game dev, the more amazing game like HoloCure we're gonna get. And I'm gonna touch about some games that are not on that website and that deserve to be talked about, because I am so excited. I am so excited. So you want to find games? We have the website David did. Amazing. It's a great start to find anything. But some of the stuff is not yet out there, right? What do you want to do next if you're like, man, I love this. This is a community I want to be part of. How can I get more information? Well, of course, like I'm not gonna tell you any big secret here. You want to go on Twitter. So since I've became really into finding more information about this kind of stuff, I decided to follow the game devs. Just makes sense, right? And here I'm just gonna go down through my timeline quickly, and usually you start following one and then you just have them all. See, right now this is not Hololive, but it is a fan game made, and this is, I see it because I follow Kenny Park. Who is Kenny Park? Let's click. I found this guy randomly just because I've been following a lot of game dev on Twitter. And then, when I saw what he posted, it's like, are you doing a Hat in Time lookalike platformer featuring the famous world-renowned shark dummy Gargura? Yes, I believe this is what he's doing. And then This is, of course, not out yet, but I was like, holy Lord, like, we're going there. Like, the community for Holo Fan Game is like, I don't know. To me, it's impressive to put that amount of devotion and quality into fan games, and in return, just being like, I'm a big fan and I do it because I believe in the fandom. And at the same time, like, they don't expect money, right? They can't expect money. So yeah, this game, I'm looking for updates. And if you follow me on Twitter, wink wink, if you follow me on Twitter, I try to retweet every time there's a great update or something very interesting about something. And talking about that, I'm just gonna go in the follower here. This dude. And then lately, it just comes to me. It's coming to me on Twitter. If you don't use Twitter, of course, not easy. But like I said, I will try to at least push when I find something new. But this guy I found the other day, and he gained a lot of attention since then. And he's the guy who also did Nebula Landing. Amazing. The second wave of Holo Fan Games. Yeah, I agree. There was like a year ago, like some exposure with the Ame game, right? I don't remember the name of the game, but yeah, there was a lot of exposure, I believe, about a year ago, and now I think you're right. We're hitting like a second wave kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah, small Ame. Yes, just the game was just small Ame, right? Oh, you didn't? Oh, yeah. I think this brought a lot of attention to it, but I think that we're just going. Oh, the Chinese community I haven't seen actually. Hey, Bryce, what's up? The fighting. You see, there's so many. Yes, actually, it was in my. I'm just gonna go open this. Yes, I saw a tweet about it. Let's try. I hope you're not gonna be too yabai, Twitter. I saw it earlier. I wanted to. I saw it and I was like, oh man, I should put this. I should talk about this today. Where is it? I can't remember. I saw a Russia kind of. It looked like Smash, right? I think, Bryce. There's so many games. Oh, please, Twitter, please don't be bad to me. Of course, it goes so fast on Twitter. I will probably not finding anymore, even if it was like not even an hour ago. Where is it? No, stop being yabai. I beg. I'm showing you the kind of stuff that I have to see every day. I can't find it. That's me. Actually, maybe I'm getting closer. Maybe I'm getting closer. I actually don't follow that of not safe for work, so I think I'll be fine. Come on. Did I follow the dev when I saw it? I should have. Silly me. I can find it, but yes, I did see it. Yeah, I'm Apex. Let's not go into that. I can find it, but yes, there is one, and if I do find it afterward, I will add it to the description. Great game, amazing game coming for that. But yeah, actually, I missed a lot on the Chinese. I know that like you said in 2020. There was a big wave from the Chinese community, but I've missed a lot of that stuff actually. But what was I talking about? I was talking about that dude. Yes, that also made Joji, but that also made Nebula Landing, and is also because I did follow him. I afterward found this. Okay, and I want to talk about that. And this is just by being on Twitter, following game devs and supporting game dev. And okay, I am a massive, like I did say it in my debut. If you haven't seen it, again, wink, wink. I am a massive fan, okay, of Ace Attorney. I have played every Ace Attorney. I have devoured every Ace Attorney, and I will keep on doing so. And then when I saw that someone was doing to what looks like a amazingly high quality, I don't want to put pressure here, but it looks amazing and it looks very high quality. HoloTrials, a Ace Attorney-like game. I was like, all right, we're entering the golden era of Hololive Fan Games. I was like, I get most of my favorite genre being picked up by the game dev community of the in the Hololive circles, and I was like, man, like, this is amazing, and they work so hard. These people, I'm just impressed. Yeah. This guy is participating. I think actually this is a big collab. I think there's a lot of dev that are working on that. From what I've seen so far, a lot of artists and dev working on that, and it's just great. And that's the next thing I want to talk about. Is the fact that if you are watching, I know sometime some of the dev watch, and thank you for that. If you are watching, yes, I am extremely excited about that project. And if you have experience and you're like, man, I love Hololive, or just like, I feel like I want to polish my skills, push it further. I know a lot of game dev that literally they started with making a small game at home, and they gain experience, and one of them is now working in Ubisoft. He's like, oh, hello. I didn't know, Ash, you are game dev. Amazing. Thank you. Exactly, great for portfolio. And like I said, I know a lot of people that started there. And you know what? Actually, I think it's the best when you're not just doing a game because you want to add something to your portfolio, but you're also like participating in something you like. If you do like enjoy the Hololive community, and then you give back to the community. And we know, okay, if you've been into the Hololive community, we know that if you work hard, the community will notice, and they will make you go like to the moon. All right, people love Hololive stuff. If I just talk about Hololive, this is where I'm gonna get the most attention. People like Hololive, and they will push people wanting to push Hololive. I say Hololive, but the VTuber community in general. I'm just very biased. I'm very sorry, but the VTuber community, especially, will push you toward greatness and toward visibility. And of course, I did say, you're not eating. Visibility and exposure doesn't bring bread to the table. But if you want to build something, right? You gotta do stuff like that. So yeah. And the thing is that I'm not taking any jab at anyone here, but oh really? Sonic Mania was a fan game? I didn't know that. I know about Sonic Mania, but that's great. Exactly, right? And again, I was about to say, I don't want to diss on anyone, and especially on bigger companies. I did work for some, and some were good, some were a bit less. But indie game are usually the best types of game I have played in my life. It's okay if you like to play Apex and if you play mostly AAA games, but if you want new experiences where you're stuck and being like, man, I don't feel like playing my game that I play all the time, and I'm a professional, I am ranked master or whatever. Like, what can I play? Giving the game a chance. Like, there's experience you're just like, wow, that really brought me somewhere else. When I played Undertale, when it came out, before it really exploded as much. It was getting traction when I did play it, but there's some stuff in Undertale that would just defy game dev making. And to be honest, big studios, they are afraid of risk. They can't take risk because risk is losing money. Risk is always a chance of losing money, and they hate that. They don't want to lose money. So, but indie, they have nothing to lose. They have nothing to lose, and they will push that envelope, and they will create like amazing. Well, I mean, there's good stuff, and of course there's like stuff that like you're like, oh yeah, that didn't really work. That was not amazing. But yeah, in indie game, this is always where if you're a gamer and you've played a lot of game and you felt like you've seen it all, indie games is where it's gonna make you change your mind. Yes, Hollow Knight, like when it came out, like I was not even sure. Like I was like, oh, this looks super cute. What the heck? And then you play it and you're like, wow, it's like, how is this indie? Like, yeah, crazy. Exactly. And to be honest, I want to segue here about that because I've been staying exactly on the page I am right now about the HoloTrials announcement. Because a lot of devs are looking for support, and if you are into this, I've did open up to some devs, which is like if you ever need experienced QAIs, hit me up. But you know, when you're a small indie, you usually do your own QA, so I can understand. But yeah, definitely, like I did open up, and when you talk about games and indie games and dev work with the devs, of course, they're going to be passionate about it. And the next thing that you can do is that you can reach out, right? Reach out to them. And actually, I was lucky enough the other day, the dev that work on Flare Nuinui Quest was in one of my stream, and he reached out and he told me there's actually a Discord out there for the dev. Actually, you need someone to give you access to it. Whoa, one moment, something fell. What's going on? All right. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, they need to give you access to it, but there's a Discord server out there for game dev to ask for help and ask for question and stuff like that. Probably also maybe recruiting or stuff like that. So if you are into the game dev aspect, open up to the community. If you're a dev and you're thinking about it, open up to the community. If there's one thing Hololive really taught me is that there is a lot of space to reach out, and people will probably, most definitely, open up, right? Of course, I think that this thing blew up, and they actually got all the people they wanted, or there was too many types of candidate that kind of applied. So yeah, that means that there's a lot of people interested. And just to sum it up, the main three way really to find games and to support them. First, I highly recommend, I'll say it again, David Wu website, amazing. It links to itch.io, and from there you can donate if you want to help the devs. And the games that are not there yet, because they're probably too early in development, you can find them on Twitter. And on Twitter, again, wink wink, if you follow me, you'll be able to find people. And I'm telling you, the moment that you have a couple dev in your following, you will see more and more stuff that like just appear on your timeline because they support each other, which makes sense. Yeah. And to be honest, I am so glad. I think that as a gamer, I was at a point where I'm like, I love indie game and I love watching Hololive, but there's so many content from Hololive that I'm like, how can I enjoy more of my content in like not being in YouTube so much? And it's like, just hit the perfect timing with video games and Hololive together. Yeah, amazing. And I think I did say I want to continue playing a Hololive game at least once a week. But to be honest, like, I think this is the thing that makes me the most passionate to talk about. So I might like do it even more at some point, because sometimes I do play some games and I'm like, I play games, but when a game is covered to hell, like, what's the point, right? I'm like, what's the point? Like, I would rather play a game that someone might search and being like, oh, someone played that game. Let me see what it looks like. I think there's more value to it. I don't know what you're thinking about that as someone who watch the stuff that I do. Like, I think that really it's like a nice niche, and I'm thinking of doing it more often. Because I'm having such a great time just talking about it and involving myself within this community. So yeah, I really like that. Yeah, so let's go back to the room, to the main room. Let's put my screen and projector away. Oh yeah, very quick and simple today. Just trying to have a voice out there, just to talk more about this, and if people are looking up about Hololive Fan Game, just so they can maybe get some help finding new stuff. And yeah, what type of game do you guys, if you're still here, would like to see? I think that one of the things that hasn't been done, but I think could be done, is something in RPG Maker. I'm really surprised actually that there wasn't something about like an RPG, a bit like Omori or something like that. I know Omori is pushing it really hard for the RPG that you can make on RPG Maker. But yeah, I think there probably is in the big list RPG Maker kind of game. But yeah, I think that could be fun. I think a big project about that. What kind of game do you think could hit? Could be a hit? Like RPGs? Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Narrative, right? It's a skill. It's a skill by itself. We have writers on games because it is a skill by itself. So you're probably right, unless like someone who's really good at doing this kind of story making. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe something more like you said, more technical, right? Like more gameplay oriented. I feel that what would be the smartest if you're looking into making a game, or if you're looking for a certain type of game, I think what is the smartest is you take the games that, risk taking is a big thing within the game dev industry. They have to think about that a lot. And as a QA, we also have to deal a lot about that. And I think the best way to see is you take what already is popular, right? And then you kind of make it, but you change it. This is art, actually. This is art in general. I think any type of art is working like that. We have copyrights, but like we all know that art comes from nothing. So maybe games that like are already big and could make it bigger. Like you take the Kuso game. You take something like Getting Over It, right? You make a kind of Kuso game like that. I'm telling you, the girls are gonna play it, and people are gonna play it, and it's simple. It's more mechanic. It's more gameplay, right, than storytelling. You don't really need a story. And I'm sure actually a lot of people out there have probably tried to do something like that. But yeah, I think there's a lot of potential. Yeah. Oh, maybe a real-time strategy, right? RTS. Yeah, that could be fun. Yeah. And then you summon, like, let's say you build you build stuff, and then you can summon fans, right? And then the fans, they build like an army, and you have the heroes as the girls or the boys, like HoloStars. Actually, that's one thing. Now that HoloStars is seeing a good attention, I hope that we also give the boys a bit more attention. I know a lot of people are, I get it. You're in for the Hololive, but yeah, something Hololive could basically be. If someone made it, there's not a lot. So this is how it works, right? If something doesn't exist, well, now's your time to shine. But yeah, that would be really interesting, actually. RTS where like you summon fans, and the fans, like, they have like different special skills, and there's so many mascots nowadays, and you could probably also find other references to do with that. Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, I think people will play that, and it could be competitive at the same time. Yeah. Nature of our void. Yes, exactly. Yes. If there's something that hasn't been done, you should think about that. And then what you do is you think about what hasn't been done, what has been done, and how you can mix both. And maybe I'll finish a bit on that, talking about HoloCure, right? HoloCure took something that existed and took Hololive, and in between, where the success is where they made it different. By adding stuff that made sense. They added a gacha. Why? Not just because gacha is popular, because gacha is something within the Hololive community. It made sense. And then they added the collabs of the weapons, because I did say even 2 years ago in my very cringe What is Hololive video, I did say, and even 2 years later, the strong point of Hololive are the collabs. And you take two weapons and you make a new one, with it becomes like the tete. It just made sense. So I think that this is where a game, from being decent to being amazingly good, is when you can transform game mechanics into storytelling. It's kind of crazy when I say it like that. For example, when Undertale, and now, spoiler alert, if you never played Undertale after 10 years, I think it came out, I am sorry, just go play it or mute myself. When Undertale crash your game on purpose as a QA, okay, where crash is the enemy, this was the biggest brain moment. And then you come back and it gives you the illusion of a corrupt save file. I had no words. When you make the game mechanics telling a story, this is where you have something that will be successful. And it's very hard, I think, to do this. And I think HoloCure, I don't know if it was probably all planned, but they hit it. And there's so many other things that just made sense for the game, and it made it so good that, yeah, of course, like, there's something simple like just directional attacks in Hololive, but yeah, if you are a game dev out there, if you are a fan out there, I really want to emphasize, at least my community, that is something that I want to support and I want to talk about. And if you folks want to talk about it, of course, reach to me. If you're like, hey Janken, I found this, because obviously, like, I can see all the games you've seen. Like, there's 21 pages of that, and I was like, oh, I've seen this. Like, do you want to comment on it? Do you want to try it? Yes, please send me that kind of stuff. If you want me to test something early that you made, and I give my perspective on it, or just for the sake of testing it, please reach out to me. It will be my honor to do so. I really want to push that envelope. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I think that I haven't played a game for a little some time, a Hololive Fan Game. I have to pick one. I know that Mumei played Memory Jingle that I also put in the thumbnail. I haven't tried it. I knew it existed, but I'm just so bad at memory. I have such a bad memory. I didn't want to try it, but it was kind of interesting. Maybe I'll try that from David. And otherwise, I'm also waiting for the next update of HoloCure. You're probably, if you've been playing and if you like it, you're all probably also waiting for it. I believe that KU said that it could release in August, and it's now the 19th here in Japan, so it could happen any moment. And oh man, game and a new map. The new map is also gonna make me really want to play more. I think that having more things to do. Characters are nice, but I think a new map is very great. Unfortunately, I lost all my progress because I have a new PC. But I've been playing a little bit to grind, but I am not a grinder. I'm not a grinder. What kind of expression is that? I do not enjoy grinding much. I know some people do, but to me, I'm just like, give me content right now. I'm a brat. I'm a brat at heart. But yeah, so definitely we'll cover that when it comes out 100%. Actually, the day it is out, even if it's not planned, it's gonna go and it's gonna go on the schedule, and I'm gonna play it for sure. Yeah. I think that pretty much covers it. I wanted to talk about this about an hour, but I think that pretty much covered what I wanted to talk about today. But all in all, I think there's more coming, and if you support, there's more that will also come from this community, and we're all having a good time, I think. And of course, as the moment that a girl from Hololive plays it, or maybe a boy is at the HoloStars, who knows, the thing is gonna blow, right? Because a lot of people are casually waiting for clips, and they're not really looking for these. But the more people cover it, the more attention they're gonna get. I know I've been repeating a lot, but you get my point. You get my point, I am sure. Okay, so as for me, I believe tomorrow I will continue my playthrough on Bear and Breakfast. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yes, I am an old man. Yes, you're talking about the memory thing, yes? Yeah, you say that, but then I watched Vesper from HoloStars, and he remember stuff from like 20 plus years ago, and I'm like, how can you have such a good memory? He was talking about builds on Ragnarok Online with very precise knowledge. I mean, I'm like, bro, I played that game, maybe not as intense as you, but you remember this too much. What? Anyway, so yeah, there's age, but there's also not having a good memory. Yeah, tomorrow, Bear and Breakfast on Twitch. I will continue playing that. I had a lot of fun yesterday. Also, if you were not aware, every morning Japan time, I am streaming some Uma Musume. So if you want to come chat and just watch some anime Horse Girl as I do my dailies and about like one training a day. Yeah, so that's that happening, and I just have so many things on my schedule. Next week I want to do another chatting stream about how to make a career as a QA from nothing. Another little story time that I've been wanting to do. I think there's a lot of stigma about being a QA, what it is, how it's like not a real job, and I think this is not true, and I want to share how to actually turn this into a career and how to prosper in the game industry without being a programmer or an artist. But in the end, you're still gonna need to get some skills along the way, of course. Yeah. a lot of things going on, and I am still in between jobs, so I have a lot of free time. So there's gonna be a lot of streams for at least until the end of the month, I believe. And if you have ideas, as usual, we have a Discord where you can reach out to me directly and other people. It's in the description, and on Twitter. And if you haven't given me a sub, please, that would make my day. It's always very fun to see that people enjoy what you're doing. And the return, I will try to give you my best and the stuff you actually want to talk and see. All right. What else? I think that pretty much covers it, everyone. Tomorrow, Mumei morning, and then Bear and Breakfast, where I've actually, if you indulge me, I was listening a bit to what I did on Bear and Breakfast, and I was like, I'm not that bad doing voice acting. And maybe I'll do a bit more of that, because I did enjoy and find myself entertaining. Wow, look at me. I am beginning to be peak content creator, where I'm trying to hype myself. Oh boy. And just like, oh yeah, I'm the great Janken Pomme. All right. Oh yeah, you liked it? Oh cool. Nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, because sometimes that's the thing, right? I am doing the voice, and I am not how can I say, consuming the voice acting content. And sometimes I do yeah, it's true, self-promotion is important, but I think I'm too humble, and I think I need to stop and being like, I'm the best. If you don't like me, go to hell. See you. Anyway, for the voice acting part, sometimes I'll listen to some people doing voice acting when they have characters in streams, and I'm like, please don't. But yesterday I did try a bit, and I was like, oh, I think it's enjoyable. So, oh yeah, I did joke Janken VA is gonna be my new name. Janken VA, let's go. Yeah, maybe at some point, maybe at some point we could also talk about voice acting. It's always something that's been interesting. Actually, man, I could go on and rant like about so many things, but voice acting was something I wanted to do when I was younger. So, and I had I might do just a story time at some point, just talking about stuff I did in the past. And I think I might if you guys enjoy this, just like chatting over like silly things of the past that I did. I have a good stories about VA. About 500 years ago. Yes, that is correct. I am old. Like I have this flat PNG form, but in fact it's a facade. It's a facade, right? I'm very, very old. But I'm quite happy that recently I'm seeing a lot of older folk making content creator that were not coming on my recommended, and I'm just like, I'm here for it. I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that. All right. Okay, it's true. 3D, the internet was not a thing. Oh boy. Yeah, I think at some point I want to try it. I want to do one of those just random chatting. I kind of love doing that, to be honest. And right now I just realized I finished talking about what I wanted like a bit early. 4D. I've seen good documentary about 4D. That could be a real topic to talk about, like how 4D actually exists. We just don't have the capacity to assess it. Yeah, it's crazy. I do remember very fondly the stuff I read about 4D. Yeah, it exists. We just can't see it. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm getting a love of just chatting. But I've heard that just chatting maybe is more popular like on Twitch. But then I feel like I won't maybe reach out a lot. I think YouTube is really my forte, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll put it on my to-do list because right now I'm just ranting for 10 minutes as I noticed that I was about to finish early, and I'm quite enjoying it. Yeah, maybe, you know, being in Japan and not seeing a lot of people. Oh, sad story time as I'm about to finish. Oh, no. We can't go sad. We can go sad like as we're finishing. Yeah, just gonna ping everyone. Just annoy everyone. Hey, everyone, self-promo. Do you know me? Have you seen me? Do you want to talk to me? Your old uncle here is, you know, needs attention. Just not only like your cute anime girl, like your uncle Janken. Oh boy. Okay, I think I'm gonna drink water and yeah, I think we're done ranting. Just want to finish. I love Hololive Fan Games. If you're a dev, I will support you to the end, and I hope that fans can also support more from indie game developers, because they deserve the support more than any big company. I'm gonna say it right here. Big companies, they make a lot of money, and they don't need the money as much as smaller devs. Okay. Oh wow. Apok is here. He's a mod on a lot of my platforms, and he's here just like to see me burn. But it's okay. I love it. No problem. Isn't it often something that you see on streams? The mods are always the one burning the content creator the most. Yeah. It's like a mutual relationship. All right. Okay. We're hitting the hour here. Wow. The French is coming out. C'est la Révolution Française. We're hitting the hour here. And I'm going to leave it as that. Thank you for being here today. It was great. Great participation, everyone. Really love that. If you want to just chat, just join on into one of my next stream, and we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna do my best. Okay. Anyway, as usual, be great and have a great day. And I'll see you all in my next stream. All right, don't forget, Brofist Apple. Let's go. We're pushing the envelope. Yeah, Brofist Apple. All right, see ya, everyone. Brofisting apples. We're making it like lewd until the end. Let's go.